Hi, I'm Johanna Rothman, and this is my May 2023 Pragmatic Manager email newsletter in video form. Want to be more effective and agile? Rethink these three classic management assumptions. Sid, a senior leader, wants the benefits of an agile transformation. While he doesn't care about agility per se, he wants the organization to be more effective. His goals? Open new markets for their products, gain new customers in those markets, and retain more current customers. He suspects that if the teams release faster, the organization can achieve those goals. But Sid has several worries about this agile transformation. Specifically, he's worried about these three potential transformation problems. The first, the teams will spend a ton of time in meetings. As Sid asked, if everyone's meeting all the time, who's working? The second, if the teams constantly replan, how can the organization predict what the teams will deliver and when? Sid asked, how will I know I'm getting the bang for the bucks I'm investing? The third, if people do work in self-managing teams, what do the managers do? Sid asked, do I get rid of all my managers? Let's take each assumption in turn, starting with the assumption that meetings are not work. Meetings are the work. Successful agile transformations depend on collaboration at all levels. That's flow efficiency thinking. See the previous Pragmatic Manager, how to start thinking in flow efficiency for better teamwork and throughput. All the links below. When people collaborate as a team, they finish the work faster. Think of a musical performance, such as a symphony or a band. While geeky people like me might like to hear some of the individual players, everyone needs to be on the same page of music to create a satisfying performance. That's why agile teams who plan and create and release together tend to be more effective and faster than teams where people work individually. It's true, people can work separately and still create a great product. As a musical example, see the 56 trombonists playing Queen's Don't Stop Me Now, another link below. Each person played separately and relied on one single person to integrate and release the product. I bet you've seen that in your organization. But there's a time cost when people work on their work separately from everyone else in resource efficiency. For a software example, see throughput, why salary costs matter less than you think that they do. Sid had to change what he called his units of thinking. For faster product development, he needed to focus on teams as units of work, not individuals. That means the more teams work together, sometimes called meetings, the faster they will go. Then we discussed the replanning and prediction problem. Dependability of long-term predictions. In a no-nonsense voice, Sid explained he needed 6 months to a year's worth of predictions from the teams. I asked, what will you do with that information? He paused and looked out the window. Then he turned back to me and said, with that much planning, I know I can depend on them to deliver. I asked him to answer these questions. Did he want to change his mind about what the teams would do more often than 6 months to a year? That included his ability to cancel features or projects. Did he want to change his mind about the sequence of the work more often than 6 months or a year? Did he want the option to start new things more frequently than just every 6 months, never mind a year? Of course I do, he said, but I also want to know when the teams will deliver their work. I would love to predict exactly what I'll work on 3 months from now, and I'm just a one-person company, I said. However, you can learn what you're getting from the investments you make if you see weekly or bi-weekly demos. Demos will show you and the teams what they're delivering. Planning helps us see what we might and might not deliver. However, reality always wins. Look for visible progress, not pretty plans. That left the management discussion, what managers do with self-managing teams. Managers create the environment so everyone can succeed. Even if you don't need a particularly agile organization, these assumptions prevent everyone from being more effective. Instead, consider how managers create the environment so the teams can succeed. First level managers remove impediments and support the team. That helps the team learn how to be effective and deliver business value. Mid-level managers work at a minimum of 2 levels. They either decide or help their managers decide on the project portfolio. And those mid-level managers support the people they lead and serve by addressing the career ladder and the reward systems. If we want teamwork, we need career ladders that reinforce teamwork, not individual work. That also means we need to reward people who aid other people in getting better. In many organizations, middle managers also ensure everyone has the training and tools to do their jobs. I asked him if he wanted to do any of that as a senior leader. His answer was a firm no. He explained he needed to work with his peers to continually iterate on the strategy. That way, they could integrate their customers' responses to the current product mix. Managers rethink their assumptions. After all this, Sid asked, "You're asking me to change a lifetime of management assumptions." "I am," I said, "and your behaviors. It's a real challenge because cost accounting will fight you all the way. But if you can, you'll create the culture you need. Besides, that's why you make the big bucks." You might not want or need an agile transformation, but most managers I know want to be more effective. The more collaborative a team, the more the team will meet, because that's how they work together. Beware of planning for too long in any environment, especially if you want to or need to change your mind about the work. Finally, free your managers to focus on the environment, the culture, not what or how the team members work. Our assumptions have served us well up until now. Don't let them prevent you from being more effective in the future. This newsletter touches on topics in successful independent consulting, create your successful agile project, and all 3 of the Modern Management Made Easy books. Learn with Johanna. Successful independent consulting, relationships that focus on mutual benefit is out. I have not yet made the announcement on any of my blogs, but it's out in ebook and paper. Your bookstore or library can also order either of the paper or the ebook versions. The hardcover books are available right now, but are not yet linked on Amazon. Soon. If you prefer audiobooks, let me know. However, I can guarantee I will never offer another audiobook through Audible ever again. If you're interested in the consulting workshop later on this year, sign up for the notification email list, link below. I just published a self-study workshop for Write a Conference Proposal the conference wants and accepts. Enroll and take it anytime you want. If you want my feedback, you can add that on at the end of the workshop. I worked with Sid as a trusted advisor. If you're interested in that kind of consulting, hit reply and we'll chat. I have all the other links below in the description. Thanks, and I'll see you next month.